Hello and welcome to Yetsay Gaming. This is Shovel Knight, Shovel of Hope. I'm really excited about this game. I don't know what it is, but like every time I play it, I just get like giddy. It's so much fun. All right, played a lot. Okay, let's go with number 6. Okay, so this game is going to be number 6. Beep. And I'll just play Shovel Knight for now. I've played Shovel Knight plenty of times, and it's still super fun. But ooh. I also love Spectre Knight. Yeah, so Spectre Knight is fun. I tried playing Plague of Shadows, but I don't know what it is about it. I find the movement in Plague of Shadows not as fluent, and I find it really hard for me to get around that one. Ooh, cutscene. All right. Long ago, the lands were untamed and roamed by legendary adventurers. Of all heroes, none shone brighter than Shovel Knight and Shield Knight. But their travels together ended at the Tower of Fate, when a cursed amulet wrought a terrible magic. When Shovel Knight awoke, the tower was sealed and Shield Knight was gone. His spirit broken, a grieving Shovel Knight went into the life of solitude. But without champions, the land was seized by a vile power, the Enchantress and her Order of No Quarter. Now, the tower is unsealed, and devastation looms. A new adventure is about to begin. It is Shovel Knight. For chivalry! Alright. So the first time I played this game was on the 3DS. I feel like the 3D works pretty well with like the parallax in the background. There's a part later that I'll show you where it really helps be in 3D, but other than that, I feel like just playing it in 2D is fine. I also have Shovel Knight on Steam, and on, well, I guess PC would be Steam, so I have it on PC, and I also got a version of Shovel Knight for my cousin. I think he likes it. We played it together one time, and we had a lot of fun with it. I knew this playthrough was just going to be me singing the songs. I love the soundtrack so much. That's a Jake Coffin. I want to get it on vinyl, but ah, jeez. I think it's out of stock at the moment. I'm not sure if they have to get more or if I'm just going to have to find a used copy of it. But yeah, this music is so good. This dragon kind of reminds me of the dragon in Zelda. Like the very first Zelda. Well, except now he's dead. But yeah, you're just like adventuring along and all of a sudden there's a dragon there. I've been getting back into a lot of original Nintendo games. We had a Nintendo growing up, but I was too young to figure out how like chords work. And like I always had trouble connecting it to the TV, so I would have to be like, you know, Dan or Dad, can you help me get the Nintendo working? And I've wanted to play those old games for a while, but the Nintendo got sold at a yard sale, and I wish I still had it. Surprisingly, I never had a Super Nintendo. That console just completely flew by or under our radar. But we got back into it in the Nintendo 64 era. That was still around the time that my brother was playing a lot of games. I wasn't playing games as much. I mean, like, I liked playing them, but I didn't really have any goals. Like, I just liked being in the world and just going around and doing stuff. Like, I wasn't like, oh, I'm playing Zelda because I want to fight Ganon. No, I was like, oh, I'm playing Zelda because this world is neat. And that's really... I find that a lot of enjoyment I get out of video games is just me, like, screwing around and doing whatever. I like that. Because I've gotten so good at Ocarina of Time that I know all the shortcuts and I know how to get to the places as fast as possible, and it's just not fun anymore. Like, I wanna go back to a time where I knew nothing about Ocarina of Time and experience the world like it was my first time. I think... I'm sorry I'm talking about Zelda so much in Shovel Knight, but, I mean... It's all because of game design. Like, I feel like Shovel Knight was a really well-designed game, and there are some problems with Ocarina of Time. A lot of them were talked about by Aaron Hansen on the Sequelitis video, but it was... like, Ocarina... Okay, so this is the part where 3D really helps, because this blue background, the waterfall, is making it really hard to see the bubbles. But with the 3D effect on, the blue gets kind of blurred out, and you can see the bubbles better. This is like the only time where I'd really prefer the 3D version. Alright. So Ocarina of Time is really linear, and I feel like that kind of hurts it, because you have to do dungeons in a certain order. So you have to do dungeons in a certain order, and it prevents you from really just going out and exploring the world. Like with Breath of the Wild and A Link Between Worlds, it's completely open and you can do any dungeon in whatever order you want. So there's possibilities. Maybe you want to do the sand dungeon before you want to do the water dungeon, and so on. The only time where you have to do one before the other is you have to do... well, I mean, it literally is a dungeon. I guess the dungeon before you do the sand dungeon. I guess you could call them temples. It's the dungeon temple and the sand temple. Because the sage that you save in the dungeon temple has the wand, the sand wand that you use for the sand temple. That's the only one that you have to do before the other. So after them, ooh, good try. So after Nintendo 64, I really got into the GameCube. Like, my brother didn't play that as much, but I really got into it. The GameCube has some of my favorite games. And I know people hate Star Fox Adventures. I mean, I don't know why. I think it's a really fun game. Even if it is just, like, what was it originally? Dinosaur Planet with Star Fox characters on it. Mario 2 is just Doki Doki Panic with Mario characters on it. It's no different, you know? In fact, we should probably be, like, applauding Nintendo for taking a good game that probably would have gone into obscurity and making it relevant with Star Fox. I don't know. That's just my opinion. But it's super fun. It took Fox out of the Arwing and gave him an adventure. And it was just really fun. I mean, maybe the combat could have been better, because you're really just button mashing. But combat isn't really the most important part of an adventure game. Like, even the Ocarina of Time. Jeez. I keep going back to Ocarina of Time just because there's so much to talk about that game. Oh, okay. I knew you'd show your face sooner or later. The cerulean coward. Turn back, Shovel Knight. There's nothing here for you anymore. Stand aside, Black Knight. I have no quarrel with you. I must return to the Tower of Fate. Your time away has dulled your senses. Can't you see? This entire valley has been conquered by the Enchantress. And her invincible knights of the Order of No Quarter stand between you and the tower. But none of that matters, because anyone after the Enchantress has to go through me. Steal thy shovel! I forgot what I was saying with Ocarina of Time. I'll just leave that one alone. Okay, I gotta concentrate. He's not super difficult, but you still can't just, like, wildly swing at him. Ooh, cool. Except for the fact that I'm just wildly swinging at him. Yay, I did it. Ba-da-da-ba. Yeah. See ya. Yeah, the GameCube is really when I got into gaming. Because it came with the Zelda pack that included the original Zelda, Zelda 2, Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask. That was really my first taste of Majora's Mask. And as a kid, I had no idea what to do with that game. I would get like a little bit farther each time I tried to play it. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, I got it. Okay. Ooh. Ah. Yeah. So when I was little, each time I tried to play Majora's Mask, I would get a little closer, but not to the point where I could save and save my progress. So each time I started the game up, I would have to do it all over again. Halt! No weapons! We have enough to worry about lately without everyone swinging swords around. Oh, haha, that's not a weapon, just a shovel. You may enter then. Don't forget, press up to talk to everyone. Cause no trouble, warrior. Alright. I just noticed that knight with the purple hair. Hey! You guy. The bard. Hail, traveler, I am but a simple bard, but I have a big problem. I've lost all my music sheets. My entire repertoire lays scattered across the land. If you ever find a music sheet, return it to me and I shall reward you, handsomely. Beautifully. Whoa! You have 2 music sheets! Magnificent! Take 500 gold for each. Wonderful! Let's see here. Oh, you found Strike the Earth. An ostinato. Wait. Ah, ostinato, trumpet triplets. Oh, jeez. Is there anything you can't render into pure magic? Now that I have this music sheet, I can perform it for you anytime. Just ask. Okay. Hail, Shovel Knight, hero of music. What can the humble bard do for you today? Play me a song. Splendid! What would you like to hear? Oh, I have 5 music already? Yeah, sure, why not? I love his rock stance. Oh, you've got a pretty face. You should come visit often. Alright, do I have enough gold to buy a meal ticket yet? Oh, yes. How about another one? Yes. Alright. Get hearts right off the bat. Yeah, so with the GameCube, I had the Zelda... Oh, there's another one. I had the Zelda collection. And then I also got this Yu-Gi-Oh game. It was weird. It was like a 3D battle, almost like Final Fantasy. So I had that, Star Fox Adventures, and the Yu-Gi-Oh game. So those are my very first 3 games on the GameCube. But there's also Metroid Prime, Metroid Prime 2, Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. Oh, we had a lot of fun with that one. What else was there? Oh yeah, Star Fox Assault, Zelda Wind Waker. Wind Waker is classic. I mean, yeah, it's just classic. And then I did have Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles for it. I didn't think much of the game itself, but the soundtrack for Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles is amazing. Like, if you can just go out there and listen to the music by itself, it's a journey. I need it. Oh, okay. Yay, got a music sheet. Hey, what do you have to say? Psst. Hey, blue guy. You wouldn't believe the merchandise I've got for you today. Why not have a look? Okay. Ah. Okay, I'll come back for that later. Hello, fish friend. All hail the Trouble King. I'll have to come back for you too. Alright, I'll get out of this town. Oh wait, no, there's a couple things I want to do left. This guy's funny. Are you really the Shovel Knight? Prove it by digging up this dirt. Wow, incredible! You really are the Shovel Knight! Yes, I'm carrying a shovel. Ah, this poor lady. I have to stand on her back. But, come on, over to the right. It's worth it because... music sheet. And gold. Alright, so that's it for this town. Alright, well that's it for episode 1. Thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for the next one. See ya!